Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. In today's game, we're playing some Scorched Earth Renekton in the top lane. So let's go ahead here and pick up ourselves an item. Looks like we're against a Gnar here, so I'm assuming it makes the most sense to go with the Doran's Blade, but we could go Doran's Shield. You can really go either way. When it comes between the two, you choose the Doran's Shield if you're on a lane where you want to sustain and kind of not take as much damage from single target damage, and Doran's Blade's more ham. And I'm feeling ham, man. I love Renekton. I think his lane phase is really strong, so let's go ham. Looking at our teams here today, for some reason, doesn't tell me anymore what their names are. So is that an interface or something? Whereabouts is that? Show summoner names. Here we go. So let's see. Okay, there we go. We got it. Wow, that actually didn't take me that long to figure it out. There's so many settings now that I actually thought I wasn't going to find it. But there we go. So you have Big Moose Knuckle playing is that Trundle support, which is actually a thing. He's not trolling. It is actually a thing. Maybe do some reading on it if you guys are not familiar with it, because it's kind of complicated and I don't really want to get into it. We've also got Nathan Kazuki playing as Master Yi in the jungle. Also got Sergeant Matt Life Jr. on that Annie mid. And last but not least is Dragonos Infinity playing as Caitlyn AD carry. It's looking like we're against the Ahri mid, the Gnar top, the Shen jungle, the Vayne AD carry, and the Thresh support. And I'll go ahead and reorganize our team a little bit here as well, so that we are all, I guess, organized. And yeah, we're playing some Renekton here today. And one thing I do want to mention before I get too far into the game is if you guys are watching Worlds, how great was the first day? Honestly, that was like so kick-ass. No spoilers, of course. But I was so happy to watch the first, of course, stream. I didn't watch it live, but I watched the VODs of it, and that was just so enjoyable to watch. So if you guys are watching Worlds, how kick-ass was that? Go ahead and leave me your comments, and if you're not watching Worlds, start. Even if you're not very familiar with the League and don't really know what's going on, League is a sport that you can watch regardless of how much you know about the game. You can still get the general gist of what the hell's going on, and that's one of the things that makes it such a great sport for esports, is that it's just so easy to follow when you're not even good at the game or don't know what the hell's going on. But you can see here, me and Master Yi did some double jungling, so I'm going to get level 2 and some extra gold off the little ones on the side of the camps. He's going to get level 2 without having to use any potions, so very good stuff for us. Then I'll just TP to lane here, so I get that pink ward, get some extra green potions, imagine that. Some red potions, some health potions, TP to lane to make sure I don't miss any HP though. Don't want to do it too soon. And I probably could have done it a little bit sooner, but that's okay. But there's no minions there, they're just low yet, so I'll get this pink ward down immediately, and we'll head to lane. But yeah, guys, definitely check out Worlds. It's fucking kick-ass. I love watching the pros play. And I probably took some free damage there, but I'm not too concerned. I have that Doran's Blade and plenty of potions, so I should be all set. Gnar did not double jungle, so we have a bit of an edge on him in that department. And I got all 3 of those minions, so that's good. Pop our first potion. Yeah, he's only got the 1. I've got, well, 2 now, but 3 total. So I'm in a good spot here. The wave's huge, though, so I'm not going to fight him. He's got level 3 as well. I have every reason in the world to not fight him just yet, but once the cards fall into place and the planets align, then I'll fight him. For the time being, though, we're all set here. We can just farm. And unfortunately, I don't do enough damage to get that first minion there, but that's okay. Getting our W here, and hopefully we can get the siege. Yes, we can. Nice. Yeah, we missed that one, but that's okay. Get the rest of them. But in this immediate matchup against Gnar, as long as he's mini, we actually have a really easy time taking him on, because when he's mini, of course, he's not nearly as powerful, base stats-wise, and I have a really easy time getting to him regardless, because I'm very mobile. Mini Gnar's strength lies in his kite ability, but because I have so much mobility with my dashes, and I have the luxury of a stun, I can just get onto him and stay on him for quite a while, and that makes it very tough of a matchup for Gnar. And speaking of which, if I get in range to hit my stun, there we go. See the damage I do to this guy. Holy crap, do I do so much damage. This is what I'm talking about. His base stats are just way too low to compete. And you'll notice there I maxed the Q first. It's AoE, it's high damage, it's high burst, high sustain. It's everything you want. Your W damage is higher, I think, if you max it and all that, but even if you don't max it, I think it's still higher. But with that said, though, I don't really think you want to max W, because it's single target, and it's not very big a range. It's you know, like a hit person that's like right in front of you, like melee range. A little bit better than melee range, but not quite like Q range, for example. So, yeah. But he's actually pretty far up here, so I'm thinking I can get behind him here and get my stun off. And I am going to stun him here. Chain in an auto attack, getting that next auto attack in. There we go. There's the first blood. You can see there, we chained our auto attacks in right between our abilities, and that's one thing you want to do with Renekton, because all of his abilities can work as a way to cancel your auto attack animation. So what you'll see that I did there, wow, words are hard, is I dashed in and I stunned him immediately because I knew he was going to jump, and then from there I chained an auto attack in, Q, auto attack, dash again, because of course with your E, it's only got 1 dash, as you can see right here, but if you hit a champion or a monster or a minion, what have you with it, you get your dice available, which is the second part of Slice. The dice can actually use your Fury, which is the rage bar below. It builds up from hitting things. Champions, minions, it kind of varies depending on what you hit. You can see that I got some rage just from that. And of course, if you manage to hit, and why are you fighting me? I guess he could cut me out a little bit here, but I think I'll be able to get this next stun in and heal lots with my Q there, because it does do a lot of damage. But actually, I might be in a bad spot here. He is actually going to try and kill me here. He might even succeed. Thus my dash comes off cooldown. There we go. Alright, we're safe. Wow, he actually tried to dive me there. That's not going to happen for you, pal. But he definitely made a really good smart play, though, forcing my flash like that. If he didn't, I would have been in a better spot, obviously, but I would have been in a lane that would have been nearly as one-sided, so I would have been in a more one-sided lane. I'm saying things backwards, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to get at, so we're all good. We're all on the same page. But get some potions here, get some items towards our Tiamat. I love Tiamat Rush on Renekton because it's just a lot of straight-up damage, and you get plenty of tankiness from your ultimate once you have it anyways, which you should have the two around the same time period, pretty close at least. And to add on to this, the Tiamat has a lot of great interactions on Renekton that I really like. First of which is your W is kind of complicated, but I don't know if this has actually been changed or not, so if you do know like full well 100% knowledge about this, then feel free to correct me. But I'm pretty sure for the longest time now, ever since Renekton was released, that his W, although it says it strikes twice, if not 3 times, depending upon your rage, there was the rework like fairly recently with Renekton, so I'm not exactly sure whether this is still around. But as far as I know, although it says twice or 3 times, depending upon your rage, it does all the damage instantly. At least to champions, maybe not to minions, but you can see that it did 112 on that first hit. But against champions, I'm pretty sure it does all the damage instantly. I'm not totally sure about this, but if I'm right, which I think I am, if I'm right, this will allow you to cancel the second hit because the damage is instant. So what this will mean is that the animation will be canceled, but the damage will still be 100% there. Because when you're using your W, it actually has this long duration where you stun them, but you're not able to do anything during it. And so what you can do with the Tiamat, I think, again, I'm not always sure about this, is that you can actually use it, and while they're stunned, you can cancel the W's animation to release the rest of it, and then do other things, whether it's, use your Q, what have you. Now, his jump is down now. I was kind of looking to bait that out, but not at that exact moment, but I was looking to bait it out at some point. And so now that it's down, it's going to be down for a little while here. So I'll get these 2 minions. At least I'll hopefully get them, yes. And then we can probably fight this Gnar. And I'll zone him from here, because, yeah, he cannot compete with me at all. However, he does have a pretty good time farming for distance, but it could be a lot better if he was, I guess, farther ahead of me than he is. But he's not ahead of me, actually, right now. I've got 50 CS, he's got, what, 34? Yeah, we're doing fine. So let's just keep chilling here and look to possibly catch him out with stun. He's not going to let us have it, at least not yet, but maybe now. Nope, he's got boots, I don't. He's going to get away. That's unfortunate, and I'm trying to walk away here, but get out of here, man. He's doing a good job kiting me, actually. I'll give props where props are due. I'm going to need boots before I can really chase him down like that, unfortunately. But I should be able to. Actually, no, he's got his ult. Let's just back up. Or his passive, I should say. And I'll dash back out. Alright. So yeah, 52 CS in 8 minutes. Not bad. Not great by any means. But definitely ahead of this guy. But I could be doing a lot better with that said. But yeah, that's one of the combos, though, is you use your W, you cancel the animation with your Tiamat, and you continue to do other things, which you cannot cancel it with your other abilities. That's why Tiamat is really beneficial. You could also, I would say, essentially double the strength of your Q by popping the Tiamat and then your Q. It's a pretty cool combo. Let's go ahead and stun this guy up. Unfortunately, he's going to jump back as he does that, so let's go ahead and equip the wave and heal up a lot, because, of course, your Q. You do heal up more for hitting champions, but you still heal up a lot if you kill, like, a bunch of minions, or even just hit the minions. I don't have to kill them. But it's still nice to kill them. It looks really satisfied and all that. And looking at bot lane, actually, I could TP behind, but I don't think I'd actually be able to accomplish much. I'm actually going to come down. I'm going to try this. I think me and Charlotte can kill the Vayne. He's got the pillar on her. Let's dash the minions here, and she's going to condemn me back. I don't know if we can get to her. Yeah, no, we definitely can't. That's the problem with Vayne, man. She just condemns you, and your life's ruined. It sucks. But I do have my dash come up here in 3 seconds or so, and I stalled my ult. I think we can fight her. It's just a Shen ult coming in, but we've got Master Yi with us. He's our ace in the hole. I didn't actually realize Master Yi was there, but I think wouldn't actually have needed him, to be brutally honest with you, but I think he definitely made that situation a lot less stressful. So that was pretty cool. Vayne got a little bit ham. We decided to re-engage, and I think she was communicating with her Shen. Her Shen was like, oh yeah, go in, man, I got you with my ult. And then Master Yi's like, oh no, I'm here though. But there we go. We have ourselves a Tiamat now. We've also got ourselves the extra longsword. And I think I'll just get, actually I already have a pink cord, so I'll get a green and some health potions, because I do expect the Shen might be ganking me now after we'd pulled off all that. And Gnar's at 55 CS, we're at 59, so he has caught up a little bit, but he's still down in levels and in CS and in kills, so now we have this Tiamat. Like I said, we could do those combos. You'll notice here I'm maxing the E second. Reason being, the W's damage does increase by a slight bit, but it's very, very minimal, whereas the E's damage goes up by, I think, actually double what the W's damage goes up by. So, yeah, the W's damage overall is probably larger as, like, one burst, but your E can hit twice, and it's got the mobility part of it, which is also very nice. It's also AoE, so I don't know. I think the E's better, but I've seen some people max the W second and still do fine. You can really go either way. I just prefer the E. I think it's better. But yeah, Nar's going to trade back with me a little bit there. Not too bad, but we still managed to get the better end of that trade, I think, and try to avoid that boomerang. And actually, looks like Vayne managed to kill our Caitlyn. That's no good. Yeah, Vayne's doing really well against our Caitlyn, actually. That's rough. Hopefully Trundle can clean up. He does manage to clean up. And hello, Shen. What's up? What's up, guy? If I can go over the corner of this wall here, I might be able to catch him out. I can. And he's probably gonna have to flash the wall, isn't he? Oh, wait, but he taunted me, and during the taunt, I can't flash, so I'll just I'll just let him go. If I flashed after him, I wouldn't have actually been able to chase him very far, I don't think, so this is fine. Now, Nar's Mega is actually running out here, and I haven't missed any minions while I was gone, by the way. That's why rubbing like that isn't a bad idea. So I'll just dash right into him here, get the stun off, pop the Q Tiamat combo, as you can see there, because I didn't actually manage to get in range to cancel the Tiamat while I had him stunned. So I'll do that instead, making good use of that. And I think next time I fight him here, I might be able to all-in him, actually. There we go, this is what I was looking for. If you combo correctly like I did there, you should have a really easy time with the Gnar in lane. Because, like I said, it's TB. What is he saying? Hey, build AP, you troll. Alright, well, I don't know what this guy's talking about. But essentially with that Gnar lane, as long as you're able to dash onto the guy and combo your spells correctly once you're on top of him, you should be all fine. You should be really fine in that lane. But if you allow yourself to get kited and poked out and stuff like that, then you have a rough time. But this wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and clip the wave there. So send an 80 CS at 12 minutes. Could be a lot better. Honestly, I missed quite a few that I shouldn't have missed. But it could be a lot worse too. Because Gnar is actually pretty decent in this lane. He has the ability to win. But like I said, I have the ability to win too. It's all about knowing the matchup and knowing how to like use your strengths in the lane. But I'm actually not going to finish my Tiamat just yet because I do want to finish the Titanic, not the Ravenous. The lifesteal is kind of overkill with your Q. I just don't think it's necessary. And you are a bit more of a bruiser than, you know, a fighter or an assassin or anything like that. So I had to go with the Titanic, but I don't want to finish that just yet, so I'm going to get the Black Cleaver instead. Because in all seriousness, I think when they have the Titanic, the active is a bit of a downgrade from the Tiamat. So I like to hold on to the Tiamat for as long as possible and just get other tank stats, because the only benefit in finish the Titanic is the different active and that whole passive hit being a bit different. And all that's good and all, but for all you're really benefiting as far as stats goes is HP, so I'd rather get more damage and more mobility and all that with the Phage and Black Cleaver build. That's what I'm looking to do anyways. So you notice I didn't get any potions or any wards. Don't seem to need wards. I mean, you can look at the map. We got plenty of vision, and we don't really seem to need the extra. What's it called? Potions, because we have so much to stay in. Now it looks like a 1-for-1 and she went down mid lane. So nice job to Annie managing to pull that back. And I'm thinking when my teleport's back up, I'm trying to go bot lane, because like I said, I mean, this Vayne's pretty big. This Caitlyn's having a rough time. Trundle luckily is still doing okay, and Master's looking to try and pressure there, it looks like. And I wasn't actually looking at Gnar, so he just hit up that boomerang on me. Whoopsies. Once at level 11, though, I'll probably TP bot lane. I want to be level 11, because one thing that's really cool about Renekton's ult that a lot of people don't know is it got nerfed somewhat recently, like maybe a season or two ago. Maybe, I don't really know. I mean, in the grand scale of things, it was recent, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. But for you guys who are newer to the game, probably not that recent at all. But essentially, it used to be 300 damage, or 300 HP level 1, which is really, really good. Now it's 200. But to kind of compensate for that, they made it scale better into the late game. And so now, when you level up your ult, you have 200 bonus HP and I think 30 AoE damage. Let's just go ahead and back off of Gnar here, because I think he's going to try and go onto me. But as you rank it up, every stat doubles on it. So you get 400 HP and then 60 magic damage, and then 800 HP and 120 magic damage. So it gets very, very strong, as you could tell, just from that description. So leveling up on Renekton and being a high level is extremely important towards being effective. And let's go ahead and fight this guy a little bit. Try to get the Q off. Nah, he's going to kite me with that boomerang. He's probably going to get the rage, not the rage, the hyper on me, unfortunately. Can't do much about that. Yeah, I didn't quite combo correctly on that one. But I might be able to fight him this time. Yeah, all it takes is one fight going to my favor. You can see the damage I can do, the sustain I get from my Q. It's really quite worthwhile. Now, looking at ball lane here, actually, I think we can do this. Alright, there's one. Can we get the Thresh? I think we can. I might have to flash, but I'm going to try to avoid it. Nah, there we go. Caitlyn's got it. I'll also let Caitlyn have that one. I could have flashed and stole it from her, but that's not necessary. But yeah, they were just really overextended. There was no way for them to really get out of that. Ari's got, looks like, a few more charges left for ult. Ooh, but this plays from Annie coming out. I'm going to Shen. I should be able to get onto him. getting a lot of damage onto him. And he doesn't have stun, though, available, so he's going to get away. But that's okay. Not her fault by any means. She just killed the Ahri who was right in her face, so. Alright, this guy's being really obnoxious. It's like, wait, that's not what the mute button is. Here we go. Yeah, he's being really obnoxious, so let's just go ahead and mute him, not worry about a thing, and continue to push the mid lane here. One thing I kind of didn't like about that dive, or not the dive, the gank I made bot lane with that TP, was I would have liked to have been level 11 beforehand, because when I popped my ult, I was level 10, and I just kind of popped it early just to make sure I would be safe and all that, and build up some rage before I get too far into the fight. But unfortunately, I was only level 10 at the time, so I think it made sense to do what I did. But it's unfortunate I wasn't level 11 already, because I would have gotten way more damage with it and way more extra HP. And Shen's just in his jungle here doing Shen things. We might be able to catch him here, but I kind of doubt. This is super risky, but I kind of want to do it. Yeah, okay, he's not here. Found Ahri though, and yep, the charm's gonna come out. Very predictable. We'll just back off, and Caitlyn's going to walk right through their jungle in a place she could have easily gotten caught from that brush. Damn. The 1-4 score started to make sense. She's not playing very safe, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll carry. It's fine. Our farm's kind of low, but we are still up on the Gnar, and that's what matters. And we made a lot of global plays to try and alleviate the issues in the bot lane, so can't complain too much, although look at the mistakes nonetheless is definitely something to do. So let's go ahead and clear up the minions here and see what we can do to push the lane here. Because I do want to get that turret, because Nard managed to get mine while I was bot lane, as he should. I'm pretty rich, though. I've got a lot of gold to spend, so I kind of want to spend that, but I first want to get this turret. And yeah, Caitlyn should be going bottom. I don't know why she's getting this scuttle crab. But, you know, whatever. Maxing up the E here. Nars TP in top lane, looks like. You know, I'll just let him TP, and he's not going to kill me, and he actually is going to cancel it. Oh, no, and he stunned him. Well done. Well done. Oopsies, not wheel done. Well done. Great stun. And that's going to allow me to get that turret for free without having to contest him or anything like that. So that's awesome. So I'll go back here. I'll pick up the Black Cleaver. I'll also finish Boots. And I'm thinking for this game, considering their team comp, Ahri's the only one who's got really magic damage. But I do have a bit of crowd control, so I could really go either way. I'm gonna go for Mercury Treads, I think. I think that makes more sense. But I'll upgrade my Trinket first. I'm not going to finish them just yet. And I think I'll also get an extra Ruby Crystal just for extra HP. Because I'm probably going to build that into either some sort of a armor and HP item, like Randuin's or Dead Man's Plate, or even a Spirit Message. It really depends upon how the game flows from here on out. And I'm just noticing their Ahri's actually got pretty high farm. I think the reason for that, though, is I don't think she's actually roamed at all. Whereas I made some roaming plays. And I've also missed some CS just in links. I'm bad. But at least I've made some plays around the map. I don't think she's done any of that just yet. But let's just go ahead here, take the Krugs, get some extra gold. And I'm thinking it makes most sense to actually just continue roaming, because there's not really much I can do top lane safely. I mean, Nar's just pushing. And I think Shen's in the area too. So unless I have some help, some backup, I don't think I'll be able to actually do much. We did find their Shen, but Master Chi's actually a lower level than him, which is kind of surprising, because normally Master Chi's just power farming at really high level. But all good. And actually, they're pushing ball lane as well. We need to split off. We can't be grouped right now, because they've already put too much pressure on the side lanes that we wouldn't be able to push their split, if that makes sense. But it looks like Master Chi wants to go top lane here. If Nar's still pushing, which I just really doubt, we'll be able to kill him. But yeah, like I think he's wise enough to know not to be here right now. So we'll go ahead and W the siege, pop the Tiamat, clear up the wave with that, and you can see our wave clear gets to be pretty freaking insane with the combination of all those things. And actually, there's a play going to mid lane here. I'm on the way. If Annie walks towards us and survives long enough, we can actually turn this around, but she needs to flash or something. Master Chi's going in already, and I'm not there yet, but he's actually getting them really nice and low. Trundle's here with me, but I don't know if we can do this, but we can try, though. Yeah, I don't think I want to be here. If I could flash, that'd be great. No, I'm CC'd. I probably should have flashed sooner, but I couldn't, unfortunately. And that's going to be a 4-for-1 for them. We managed to kill the Vayne on the bright side, but yeah, that was really bad. We can't be fighting like that, going in one at a time. Don't have to be thinking. Good. I was worried they were like friends or something. It's like, who's friends with people like this who just act like complete morons and wait, he's AP. With Devour. What the heck. Alright, well, this is Team Builder. Unfortunately, things like that are going to happen on occasion, but I think what we should have done that fight is instead of going in like that as we did, I think it would have been best if, considering Annie got caught, there's nothing that we could do to change that. I think once Annie was caught, she tries to get out as best as she can, but she had no flash. It's coming up here in a few seconds, so, she did the best she could as far as I can see. I think the rest of the team, though, should have left her to die, straight up. Like, I know that sounds like really harsh, but I think they should have. And as soon as we had everyone else there, because Annie did some damage as she kited back, I think we could have turned. That's, I think, would have been the best case scenario. But unfortunately, my team already went in before I was there, which, yeah, I'm blaming them for. But I'm also blaming myself for falling up when they were dead anyways, right? I think everyone made mistakes in that one. The reason I went in afterwards anyways, because I was thinking I'd get a kill or two, which I did get one, which I think was pretty much guaranteed. But I was hoping to get two. And hoping is not something you normally want to do in league games. Normally you want to have everything calculated and planned out before you even go in, so it is what it is. Looks like my team's actually going to fight ball lane here. I'm going to TP to a minion and try and help out. If I can get in there, that'd be awesome. And yeah, Ari's on the side here, fighting Master Yi. Let's just go into Thresh here, just pop him. Alright, there we go, there's one. Ari's down, Thresh is down. We actually managed to save Master Yi, I guess, indirectly, because we didn't actually fight the Ari. If we get onto Gnar? We can actually. He stunned us, we stunned him. But this is actually okay, because yeah, we're getting knocked into the wall and all that, but I think he's alone. Oh, never mind, Vayne's here. We do not want to fight the Vayne. Let's go ahead and hit the Q on this guy, though. And Vayne's going to get slowed up by Trundle. That slow is so strong. That's why Trundle support's really good, by the way. To really sum it up, is that slow is just so good. And Caitlyn's... Oh, she's taking Grump. I thought she was just AFK in the brush. I was like, huh? What's going on here? We have a TP behind, though, from Master Yi. I don't really want to go in face checking right now onto Vayne because we don't know where Gnar is. And this is what I was afraid of. And I actually stunned the minions, so that's awkward. My team should be able to clean up the rest. Hopefully. I really don't want to fight this Vayne. I didn't flash the last Silver Bolt. I was hoping to flash anything after that. By the way, I knew that last Silver Bolt was going to hit me, but I want to make sure she would be able to tumble and hit me with one more by any chance at all. So flashing like that was somewhat calculated. Somewhat. Not entirely. Let's just go ahead and finish up the Titanic Hydra now. May as well. As, of course, you get the new on-hit passive thing, and you also have the new active. The new active, you can still cancel your W with, and you can sort of combo with your Q, but it's a lot less smooth, I'd say. It's still there. It's just not nearly as effective. But in the grand scale of things, going with the Titanic is a lot better for Renekton. It's just the, you know, the Titanic gives you a lot more base stats and more stuff that you would want on Renekton. You just kind of lose the smooth interactions with the Tiamat. And going with the Hydra, I mean, yeah, it's an option, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of overkill how much lifesteal, and not much, what's it called? Oh, what's the word? Tankiness, I guess, would pretty much sum it up. And I'll go ahead and let him get that, but I'm going to get a ward in there as well. And I'll go ahead and help him with that as well. And considering how weak Caitlyn is, like, I hate to be rude, but she's very weak. I may as well take the red, because, I mean, Master, you can make a lot of use out of it, but so could I, and I'm here, and he's in base, so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think either one of us should take it, and it just so happens that I'm going to take this one. No hard feelings if he doesn't want me to, and if he does want me to, then, you know, that's cool too. Either way, I think we're fine. But they're placing a lot of wards here, so I guess I'll just keep clearing those out. We have gotten 2 dragons this game, and I had no idea. When did we get dragons? I have no memory of getting dragon. Well, whatever. We're sitting at 172 CS here. It's not great by any means, but we are up on the Gnar. And they're actually all around the bot lane here, so we can actually take this, but we need Master Yi to rotate with us, because otherwise they'll flank us and possibly outnumber us. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen. So let's go ahead and get this turret down as fast as humanly possible, using our resets when we have them. And let's dodge the charm that I think she's going to use. Oh, she didn't use the charm. Okay. And there's, uh-oh, Caitlyn getting caught. Yeah, let's just let her die. We could fight here, but it's not something I'm a huge fan of. And yeah, Annie's gonna get caught here. I think we can turn this. They're all grouped up. Let's go ham. And I didn't get my second reset on my dash, so I'm gonna die because of that. My slice didn't hit anybody. I thought it hit somebody, so I was gonna dash twice into Vayne. It hit nobody. Wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought we were missing somebody, but no. Caitlyn got caught. Then Annie got caught. And then there's like the 3 of us. My slice didn't reset. I thought I hit someone. Yeah, I genuinely thought I hit someone on their front line so I could dash to and hit their back line. That's normally how you want to play Renekton, is just dash through them. But yeah, in all seriousness, that really comes down to we need people to stop getting caught, because otherwise we're just going to keep losing little objectives like this over and over and over again. And fighting from a disadvantage like that is very, very challenging. Yeah, she's getting caught again. Let's just go ahead here and get ourselves the Warden's Mail, because I think that'll help against the Vayne, who's clearly the biggest threat here. Ari's a bit of a threat, but I don't think she has enough burst to actually break through the amount of HP I've got, whereas Vayne's got % damage, so she can definitely break me. And she's the one who's doing all the damage to me pretty easily, so. Let's go ahead and clip that wave there. Let's go top lane. My team's going to hopefully be able to defend bot lane because only 2 or 3 of them are there right now, and I need to clear this up. There's a lot of farm here. My teleport is up in 40 seconds, so if the fight continues for 40 seconds, then I can become a part of it. But for the time being, though, this is all I can provide. But this is fine, though. But yeah, their Vayne is really a problem, and their Ahri's pretty strong, too. Our Annie's actually decently strong. She's just itemizing, like, really, really weird. Because I don't think you really want to go with Athene's. I think with Annie, you want to go with, like, a really bursty build. So if she wants to go Magic Resist, I see the, what's it called? Oh, what's the word? I think the, Abyssal's pretty good, but I don't see the Athene's being all that great, because, I don't know, I can sort of see it from a certain point of view, but I just think there's better stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I get she wants the clone reduction, and I get what else she's looking for, but for Annie, she doesn't really need those things, I don't think. Oh, well. But hopefully she doesn't get caught here. If she can avoid the hook from Fresh, she should be fine. And actually, Trundle's going to get caught here on this one. And he needs to pop his ult on somebody, but unfortunately he's too CC to actually do so. So he's going to lose his life for that. I kind of want to get home guard boots, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. What I really need here is level 16, because as I mentioned earlier in the recording, your ultimate will become 800 HP and 1200 magic damage a second to nearby targets once you have level 16, and that is huge. But unfortunately we're not there just yet, which sucks. Yeah, it kind of sucks though, because this game it seems like the only place that had any pressure was top lane. Bot lane lost, mid lane lost. Cannot really do a whole lot to carry the team as Renekton, because I don't know if I mentioned this before, but one of Renekton's biggest fall points is he was very good in the early game, but he fell off, and they tried to kind of alleviate that and make him a little bit better throughout the rest of the game with these changes they made somewhat recently, and again, like maybe last season, maybe a few months ago, I can't remember exact dates, but he still does, you know, he still is Renekton, he still kind of does fall off, which is a shame. Because it's going to make this game that much more difficult to carry. And I don't know if engaging right now is the best choice, but getting nice free damage on Vayne is definitely okay. Now, we do see Ahri is now bot lane. Shen being top lane doesn't mean anything, but Ahri being bot lane does, because that means we can engage here mid and potentially stand a chance. So let's see if my team is more interested in this. They seem to all want to go for Ahri, which makes no sense to me, because Ahri could just ulti away. But Vayne's all alone here, so I'm going to go ham on her. I have Renekton, or not Renekton. I'm just gonna flash. I don't want to get her to kite me out, but I had Trundle with me, so I knew I could take her out. Not solo, of course. Solo would be a completely different story. She could probably solo kill me with the items she has. But with Trundle's help, I was pretty sure I could do it, and I was correct. So that's good. But yeah, no, we can't do anything with my HP being this low. And unfortunately, Trundle's gonna get caught. It's looking like, yeah, they're just gonna keep going. Hopefully they don't try and stop my back, because if I get back, I can get home guards. Yeah, they're gonna cancel my back. Sons of bitches. Alright, well, I'm going to get home guards manually then, instead of at base. And I can't get any more components, but that's okay. They're trying to get our inhibitor now, and I think we might be able to stop this, so let's go ahead and try. Alright, there we go. We got him. Can we get onto these dudes too? I have my dash in 2 seconds here. Might be able to get onto Thresh. Alright, well, he's got his Mega now, so he's pretty intimidating. I don't have my ult for another 20 seconds, and that's when I can really, hopefully, do things. Alright, I think we kited out actually pretty well here. Managed to heal up with my Q on Gnar to make sure I wouldn't die. And the stun coming out, actually. There we go. Nice job. Me and my team just really manipulated that fight really well. Now let's just back here, and hopefully Master Chief can 1v1 the Vayne. I don't think he can, but I'm praying to God himself, and holy crap, God, God loves me. Awesome. And just by the way, I'm not like religious or anything like that. I just kind of say God out of like habit. And this is nothing against people who are religious. I have like full respect for anyone who is. I just personally am not. And I want to make sure that's clear, because some people were kind of saying in the comments like, why are you talking about God so much? Are you religious? And it's like, no, I'm not. It's just, you know, sometimes I mention that stuff out of, I guess, habit or something. But yeah, let's not worry about too much about religion. Religion's like a whole other thing. But we're actually doing pretty good actually now. We were kind of doing bad for a while, but we got ourselves some pretty good kills. Our farm's kind of fallen behind because of all the pressure their team's been putting up, so it's been hard for us to actually get any farm. But we managed to get that next dragon there, so there's 3 for us. We managed to hold down all of our inhibitors, although they did break our base, unfortunately, but it's looking pretty good for us, actually. Things are looking up, although Caitlyn is still weak as ever, unfortunately. And I hate bashing players like this, I'm not trying to, but she's really holding down the team right now, because in a lane against a Vayne, Caitlyn is supposed to have the edge, at least for the lane phase itself, but even then she wasn't doing too hot, so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not gonna grab her spilt milk. Just gonna look at it and figure out why it spilt, and then make sure it doesn't spill again. That's the way I see it. But Master wants to take red, that's cool. I'm just gonna hit up and see if he's gonna give it to me. Nope, that's cool. Thornjill's gonna get caught again, oh god. People, please, stop getting caught. We really need people to stop getting caught. Hold on. Shen's bot lane, and Ahri's not here, actually, so we can actually fight this. And Master what? No, what? No, don't you initiate, you're not the tank. Alright, well, it's actually working, so maybe this will work. Oh my god, he's actually alive. He just... Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. He managed to literally walk right through their team and take out their Vayne. And how did that not... Alright, well, there we go. We got it. I was wondering how to get the dice, but that's fine. Just pop our Q. Oop, never mind. I'm not going to hit him. But that was actually huge for us. So let's get Baron. But yeah, like, straight up, he just walked right into their team and just soloed Vayne right in the middle of their team. That is not the way we should be team fighting. The way we should be is having anti-ult, and then from there, we just, you know, follow up while they're all stunned. It's, like, easy as crap. But luckily, that did work out, which I really didn't expect. I was expecting him to go in and just die flat out, because that's the way it should happen. Let's be honest, it's Master G, and their entire team has some sort of crowd control. They should have straight up destroyed us, but they didn't, and that is freaking awesome. I love it. But I definitely didn't expect that one. But we should just back out here. No, let's not go for fights. Let's just back out safely. Because they are all respawned now, and this is not safe to stick around in. But holy crap, man, this game is intense. Because, I mean, I'm doing well as I'd normally like to in my videos. I don't like the post games where I don't do good well. I just find that really, really silly. But, but at least this game is still close. It's still exciting. It's still not a stomp, right? I mean, we're actually down quite a bit. But we managed to have actually some objectives on our hands that are allowing us to stay in this game nonetheless. And I think that Shen being AP makes a big difference. Shen AP is very, very bad. Don't do it. It's not good. But let's go ahead here and just take out the Krugs. And I think from here, I will push up top. Let's split 1 to 4. I got TP. So what I'm suggesting my team does is splits as a group of 4, and I'll stay top on my own, and I'll TP in when the fight begins. And I think that's the way to go for this game, because I think my team could handle wave clearing and stuff and pressuring as a foursome. I don't think they really need me. I mean, they might need me, for all I know, but I'm thinking right now they don't. So I'm hoping my team will group as 4 and push while I push simultaneously somewhere else, because splitting up the Baron minions is very, very good. But I don't really have much faith in my team being able to survive if they split 1-3-1, like with Master G bottom. I think my team kind of needs the Master G with them to be safe, unfortunately. Because, yeah, unfortunately, and he's not doing too bad. But the rest of them are kind of struggling and getting caught on occasion. It looks like my team is actually fighting. I'm on the way. Hopefully Master G lives. He does not look like he's going to live here. There's no wards for me to TP to, but I am going to flank if my team can keep them on the back or running away like this for long enough. Come here, Vayne. Alright, well, Ahri's going to walk into me here, actually, so let's just go ahead and just kill her. Kill the bitch. And actually, hold on. Shen actually ulted the Vayne right there at the last second, so I need to back out of that. But I can go onto her here. Oh my god, she got a heal, though, or some sort. I think she was a Blader and King or something. Can I get out? Okay, Caitlyn's actually going off here, getting a lot of great spells off. And auto attacks. And I might be able to chase... Or, no, I can't. Yeah, Gnar hopped off a minion, so he's going to chase me out. So it's a 3 for 2 for them, unfortunately. But I was surprised. Caitlyn actually put out a lot of damage, and Annie wasn't there? Did Annie die early or something? Wait. Was Annie not there? I mean, it's possible she got chunked out and based, but I mean... She was. Okay. Should have slept Shen. Okay. Well, I'm up in 30 seconds here. When I'm up, I can TP into the fight. We have now capped our CDR out. I had 30, now I have 40 with the Spirit Visage, and the Spirit Visage is also going to give us some extra regen, extra magic resist, health, all great stats for Renekton, so that's going to be kick-ass against the Ahri. And for my last item, I'm definitely going to be getting a Thornmail. We have plenty of HP with our build the way it is. I mean, look at that. 800 bonus HP. We have 3,800 already, almost 3,900. We just need that Thornmail now to make sure that Vayne cannot break us nearly as easily. So we'll be building that next. And hopefully from there, we'll be able to do stuff. And that was kind of unfortunate, because I wanted to TP into the fight and help out, but there's no wards. Like, there's minions, but they're behind the fight. And that's not where I want to be when I'm trying to cleanse their backline. As Renekton, you always want to be on the backline, because here's the thing with Renekton. Yeah, there's some instances where you want to break the front line, but in normal circumstances, you want to go to the back line because you're tanky enough and do enough damage that you can survive having like 5 people beat on you for at least a few seconds. Not to mention, he has a lot of damage, and he's actually a threat to the back line. So it just makes a lot of sense just to dash through their team and just destroy their backline. And if they all turn on you, that sucks. But it's also amazing, because that means your entire team is not being focused, and that means your entire team has leeway to do whatever the hell they want, as long as they're in position to do so. So that's like the most important part. You gotta make sure they are able to do so. Now Mastery's just gonna destroy their Vayne here, but the Shen ulti is coming out. That is unfortunate, but if the shield does disappear here, might be able to take her out, but she's just gonna get 2 hit by their Vayne. I'm just gonna dash the wall, actually. My team... What? That Annie ult missed. Okay, well, I think she hit somebody, but she missed Gnar. Or she missed Vayne, which is who she wanted to hit, of course. Let's just dash away, missing the boomerang. So we have 3 people down, unfortunately. And Vayne's gonna lifesteal a ton. Alright, well, I don't think we can actually win anymore. Yeah, Mastery suicided when the Shen shield was up. Then Caitlyn got caught, and I think Trundle got caught as well, so I can't really do much when I'm not there. And I want to be there, but, I mean, it all happens so fast. TPing him wouldn't help. And now Annie's caught. Yeah, I don't think I can save you, friend. But if you get on your own, you know, that's another thing. That's another story on its own. Alright, Mastery's up now. This is actually looking good. I'm popping the ult here because I'm expecting an engage of some sort that we can potentially go in onto. I probably ulted a little bit soon, actually, but I'm gonna make it work. Let's go into somebody. Got the Randuin's off. And Vayne's doing a lot of damage to me, but we have Mastery now, and there's no Shen ulti, so if Mastery can get onto Vayne, we should be home free. Alright, Mastery got onto 1. He is going to die, but he managed to kill Thresh at the very least. That would have been better if I was faster, but all good. They managed to get Dragon, actually. That's just their first. It's not a big deal. Yeah, let's just back off. I'm pinging my team to let them know to back off, because it's pretty clear to me that their team's going to rotate after Dragon, if not base or something, and I don't think it's safe to stick around. And I'll go at the bottom lane farm, try and make sure that we don't lose our base. Baron is up in 90 seconds, though. And what? Vayne went down. That is huge. I'm going to try and save Annie. Please live. Please live, friend. No, I couldn't save her. Come here. Can I please stun up Gnar? Please. Oh, he's fucked up his jump. This is so good. I'm getting kind of stuck on Trundle's pillar. The Shen ulti coming out. Let's pop our ult here. This is going to be a big fight. Let's just kill off Shen, actually. But Ahri's here. Holy crap. Alright, here we go. This is good. This is looking so good. Ahri's down. We have 3 down. Holy shit, that fight was good. Alright, this is good. I'm sorry, my commentary is really, really weak today. I'm very, very tired. I'm actually going to base here. Or, no, I'm not. I'm not. Caitlyn's got it. We need to pressure like crazy, though, man. We really do. With 3 down like this, Vayne being the only one up, and Thresh, I don't really consider Thresh a champion, though. Oh, snap. But yeah, Vayne being like pretty much the only one up, we can probably just dive this guy. Actually, no, let's get turret. I was going for the kill of... Oh, hold on. I was going for the kill originally, but then Vayne showed up, so I had to, you know, just back off. And hopefully my dash come up on off of cooldown soon enough to be able to avoid something important. Because, yeah, Vayne's fast, but I think my dash is on a short off cooldown. I might be able to escape, but it's unlikely. Yeah, it's unlikely. It's not going to happen. That's unfortunate. Me and Mastery had really bad communication on that one, because I was going for the Thresh originally because it looked like he was alone, but then he wasn't. Vayne showed up, and I was like, okay, never mind. We can't dive this anymore. Let's just get the turret and try and get out. Couldn't do so. So that's really, really bad by me. However, I did manage to do one really important thing. I managed to stall. So they're going to get this turret, yes. We got the turret here as well, so a bit of an even trade as far as turrets go. But at least I managed to stall long enough that Mastery should be up before they get anything more. Yeah, they have 2 inhibs, though. But damn, this game is rough. We have our Thornmail now, though. That's going to be huge for us. Very, very important item to have for Renekton. Because, of course, with this, I mean... Let's see here. What's the exact specifics of it? Yeah. We managed to block damage based on how much armor we have. Our bonus armor. So, that's really important. And they're definitely on Baron. I don't have my teleport, unfortunately. But if Mastery can get in there... Oh, man. They have Baron. I hate to be a party pooper, but that's probably game. Them having Baron like this is probably going to be what seals the deal for them. But if we manage to take them out one last time, we can actually end. Alright, well they have what looks like 3 here. They have Shen top. Yeah, Shen's probably just going to ulti Vayne as soon as he can, which makes this all that much more difficult. I'm just getting some free damage onto the Thresh here, because he's all alone. So there we go, he's half. And actually, might have an engage here. Oh man, Mastery's going on to Ahri, and the Shen shield did go down to her instead of Vayne. Vayne's top lane. Can Mastery kill The Thresh? He won't, but I will. But Vayne is meanwhile pushing top lane here. This is kind of rough, but... Can I get into the Vayne? Or the Ashe? Or not the Ashe, the Ahri. They're all chicks. They're all the same. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, man, I'm sorry. It's so difficult to... I don't know if any of you guys can relate to this, but I find it very difficult a lot of the time to commentate while simultaneously playing the game and worry about mechanics and worry about cooldowns and worry about the champions and their mobility and all these other things, all these little things. It becomes quite overwhelming, but that is probably the game here, guys. Unfortunately, to say the very least, I don't think this game is carryable. I mean, I made some definite mistakes. No questions asked about that one. But considering perfect play, I don't know if it would have won us the game. I don't think I can't guarantee perfect play would have won us the game. And that is a depressing thing to think about. But nonetheless, though, we managed to have a pretty solid game on Renekton. We played pretty well. Our lane phase was very, very enjoyable. Although, the rest of the map was really rough. So, hope you guys like this game, although it is a loss. I don't mind uploading losses as long as I got my point across and I managed to play well and, you know, talk to you guys about a few things. So, hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to drop that like rating, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.